Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Creator Manifest. In this episode, we'll have Marine 1169, a retired military vet turned content creator. In this interview, we discuss how in the span of 8 months, he went from 80,000 followers on Facebook to over a million. From averaging 100 to 1,000 views on his gaming content to pivoting to a niche unique to him and getting a viral hit of over 84 million views and now averaging over 10 to 20 million views a month. Yeah.
It took me 10 months to do that, and then I was just like, holy smoke, and wow.
And that pivot in content got his YouTube channel monetized, got him invited to some big red carpet events, and gets him brand deals. Yeah.
And I think it made me $1,200, and I was like,
We'll talk about what he changed in his content, what does experimenting with content actually mean, and how having a positive attitude helped him make over $10,000 in a single month.
I haven't had a boss in 5 years, other than my wife.
Now, if you watch this interview till the end, you'll know what's the one difference between people who get a million views and the people who don't. Spoiler alert, the answer is they just post more. That amazing content idea in your head is worth nothing until you publish it.
Hey, what's going on? It's Marine 1169. I actually started a few years ago, back in 2020, right after COVID, and I'm actually a retired Marine. Retired from the Marines. Did some stuff after I retired from the Marines and started streaming on different platforms. And the way I got into that is I just happened to see one of my Marines actually streaming one time. He was on one of the platforms, and so I said, hey, how do you do that? Hit him up on the side and stuff, and he was like, hey, this is what you need. This is the equipment that you need and everything. So I started researching it and everything and got into it, and then finally started streaming. When I started streaming on Facebook, because I heard that they had like a gaming streaming thing going on. So I started doing that, and in the beginning I couldn't even put my face on the camera. I was scared to get on camera. And when I started streaming, I turned it on and was just like, okay, I'm on. And then came the trolls. And the trolls came in and they started trolling me, and I was like, oh, and everything. And but I got used to it, and as the time went on, like a few months later, I started liking it, and more people came in, because I was doing like military content and gaming and stuff, and a lot of military people came in, or people that liked the military and stuff. They came in and started liking my content, and then it just started getting popular. And then I was sitting there one night, and all of a sudden I got a message from Facebook asking me to join one of their programs. And I was like, sitting there, because I had died in the game, and I'm sitting there going like, looking at the email.
Oh,
and my teammates still playing, and I'm like looking at the email, and they're like, hey, you all right there, Marine? I'm like, I'm good.
Did you die IRL? What happened?
I gotta go. I'll be right. Hey, I gotta leave in like 30 minutes so I can read the email and reply to it and join the program. And while I'm joining Facebook Gaming and the program that they were running and stuff like that, and I became a partner. And it was a great experience and everything. And that's pretty much how I started streaming, and then later on moving into different content.
I mean, that's how we met, right? Like through Facebook Gaming. So,
Facebook Gaming.
yeah, like for our new viewers who don't know Marine, he went within a few months from like 80,000 followers to a million, right? Like what was your trajectory? Like I want you to, in your words, in your experience, like how was that experience of gaining that followers, and what was your strategy behind it?
Well, like gaining that, what it came down to is, for me, like the gaming, it only went but so far. At the time, I was doing mainly streaming, like live streaming. I didn't know too much about like posting videos, reels, and stuff like that. And those are the things that kind of help you grow doing reels, shorts on other platforms or whatever it is, what platform you're on. After a while, I was like, you know what? I need to change the content up because for me, the gaming side isn't working in it. It's not being pushed.
Yeah.
And so I was like, so from you, Max, Aaron, that that was one of the managers for Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Told me, why don't you try this? And so I was like, okay. And so I started doing, the short form content, like the reels.
Yeah.
And everything. So I started doing that, and I started doing, because I'm, retired military. That's all I knew for 21 plus years. I said, you know what? I know a lot about that. It's me. Let me just go ahead and do that. So I started doing reactions to like different videos of military doing some silly stuff.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of like when I was in, we did some silly stuff, and it was so funny, and it's nostalgic stuff that would bring other military people or veterans together, and they're like, oh, from around the world actually.
Yeah.
And because it's all the same, we're all the same.
Yeah.
In that aspect, and so we all have fun. It's all about it's not all serious like everybody thinks. It's fun. So I took it as me like being like at the leadership level that I was, and when I was in, I would see it, and I'll just do a reaction to it, like, what is, and then make the faces and stuff, and it just took off. That content took off, and another person, Khaby,
yeah. Oh, the guy who does this.
So I call him Lane because when I actually met him for the first time, one of his bodyguards and managers said his last name is actually Lame. So I started calling him Lame. So instead of Lane, Khaby.
Yeah.
I went to a TikTok event with him.
Yeah.
And then he was one of the guests, and he said, hey, just do what you like. Don't worry about what other people say. If they don't like your content, there's always people that do like your content. Do whatever makes you happy and stuff like that. And a lot of my reaction videos just silent at first. I would just make faces like.
So, like, to give everybody context, so when Marine says reaction videos, doesn't mean like there's a small box and he's like sitting and going. Yeah. So his reaction is, so he's pretending he's there at the place. So what he'll do is he'll play a clip of like some military doing like a funny, like somebody throwing a grenade and throwing the pin and the grenade falls on the floor. So he'll be pretending to be their boss, drinking coffee and then going that. So he's not reacting. He's like pretending he's there with them.
Yeah. And Khaby just said, like, don't worry about that. Just do what makes you happy, what makes you laugh. If it makes other people laugh, it makes them laugh. And there's always somebody for your content. Always experiment with different content.
100%.
And everything, because everything's always going to change. If it doesn't work, kind of like incorporate the old stuff and the new stuff together.
Yeah.
So you get different audiences, that like your content.
Yeah. So if we break down your timeline, so we would say like mid 2025, or was it mid 2024 when you realized the gaming stuff, the live streaming stuff is not being pushed and it's not getting the same views, right? Mid 2024?
Early 2024.
Early 2024.
Early 2024. I already knew it. I just can't figure out. I've always had this thing in the back of my head, like, how if the content changes, how would I
survive? Yeah.
Adapt and survive. I'm a survivor. I'm always trying to figure out how to survive.
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, And when I got all those ideas, I'm still gaming, and I just said, let me throw this content in there too.
Yeah.
And people started reacting to that content. On the Facebook side, like the reels started getting more views. And then there's a few times where it got like a lot of views. And I was like, okay, where the gaming reels that I was doing, we're going to get 100 views, 200 views.
Yeah, like not 100,000, just 100 views.
Literally 100 or 200 or 50 views. Literally.
Yeah, and that's with 80,000 followers, right?
Yeah. Yep, that was about 80, 90,000 followers. But and every once in a while I would get like 1,000
Yeah,
or
but
2,000, but it was nothing.
yeah, that's
And
like not even 10 cents if you like
no,
convert it to.
not even.
Yeah.
Not especially back then, they were paying a lot more. Not e-
Yeah.
and then once I did I switched over and switched the content. I had a video that went viral, and I was like, and back then they were paying a million views was a lot,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I made
Thousand
I,
plus dollars, I think. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I think it made me $1,200, and I was like, I got to do more of this content,
Yeah.
do more of this content, and it was just like,
What
wow.
was your first video that blew up? Do you remember the first one that like did good money, good views?
I really don't, because there's just been so many after that.
Yeah.
That I'm trying to think.
Because I remember you sending me a screenshot of that a video doing really good, and I saw a turning point in you, like your behavior, your attitude towards like content, and you were like confused between, hey, what should I do? To now being more focused. You look more focused. Okay, this is what works. This doesn't. And you're like
Right.
really good at experimentation as well. Then.
Because I remember I was coming to you and your brother, especially you. I'll bug you like 20 times a day, and I would say like, bro, I don't know what to do with direction and stuff. And then that kind of gave me a direction of, wow, that's kind of funny that happened, because for years I was like that. I was like, I don't know what to do next. And then everything clicked, and then you gave me some more ideas, and I'm trying to look right now. There was a video.
Was it the.
There was a video that it went at the very end. It was at 82 million views. That's what it was. 82 million views, and the only thing it was my guy. He had a tank shell, and he was banging the tracks.
Yeah.
And I was making these faces like, what he's doing. Then he kept banging and banging and banging, and next thing you know, it was a back scene of me ending up in heaven.
Yeah.
Like that.
I remember.
82 million views.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was hilarious.
That 82 million pushed a lot of the other. It did something with the algorithm back then, and then all the rest of the videos. So every video that I was uploading would hit millions of views, and I was like, I was going crazy. It was funny because I would have 10 videos that would be in the millions.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, everything you uploaded was like gold now.
It's like, I was going crazy.
How much money do you think you made from 82 million views?
Back then, 82 million views. That brought me about 6,000 or 7,000.
Yeah. So like for people would be thinking like, hey, million views makes $1,200, 80 million views makes $600. For Facebook, what I've noticed is like as your graph goes up in views, the amount of money you get for a million views like starts to come down. So it like flattens a bit.
Right. And there's a reason for that. It's because of what happens is countries that have a lot of money, right?
They've all seen it.
More for the ads.
That is true.
So
that is true.
So,
yeah, makes sense.
And that's what it is.
Yeah. I never thought about it that way, but yeah, I think you've told me this before that it makes sense. Like now it's going to countries that do not pay well for ads, and like Philippines or India or Bangladesh, and
so it's going to be a little lower. You're going to get the views.
Yeah.
But because the advertisement is a little bit lower over there, you're going to get less. Yeah. And that's how it is across YouTube. YouTube is the same. Everything that advertises is the same. It's like it was crazy. And then what I did, I took that same content because I switched it and I put it towards YouTube. And then because it was stalemate, it was doing nothing on YouTube, and that same content was starting to go up. And I got monetized on YouTube for shorts, and then eventually I started taking those clips. And I learned that from Alan Chicken Chow. I don't know if you know who he is. He's huge on he's also huge on YouTube. and other platforms and stuff. Young guy, and he did a class for us at Meta in LA at Instagram. Another one you do too. You take your you what you can do is you take your top 10
Yeah,
uh,
most
uh,
well-performing videos.
shorts, reels, or videos,
Yeah, yeah.
and then put it together to make
Compilation.
a pod
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and make it 3 minutes or more, and then
Yeah.
post that. And he said that took off. So I started doing that, and then on Facebook, my longer content, it was 3 minutes and 1 second. That started taking off too. And
Yeah.
at the time back then, it
Yeah.
really, and
Yeah.
so yeah,
And back then,
that's
3 minutes was the cutoff time. Like
yeah,
anything under 3 minutes won't be monetized. So
yes,
it was real that was up to like, I think back then it was like 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
Yeah. So,
Yep,
so you could either upload a video that's less than 60 seconds, or if it's more, then you upload something that's 3 minutes or longer.
yeah,
And you know, the funny thing is, when Facebook was pushing live streams, they were not pushing videos, but our live streams blew up after we went live, like after we went offline.
right,
So I would do like a 3 hour live stream, and it would get like 3,000, 4,000 views. And then
yes,
a day later, it would have like 3 million, 4 million views.
right,
Because, and that's what the strategy we followed, like, you know, like how you did it, like you found your best performing reels and made them into the most engaging 3 minutes it could be. That's how we started live stream. Like how everybody in their live stream played starting soon,
yeah,
we played a cutscene from the game we were
right.
playing.
And I learned that from you too.
So where are we on the timeline? So you started with 80,000 followers,
Yep,
and your views were down, you're getting less than 1,000 views. So you
yes,
realize you need to experiment. So you go into like super experimental stuff. You find like viral funny military clips, and then
hmm,
you add yourself in them,
yes,
right? And
yep.
then like in how many months would you say that you went from 80,000 to 1 million followers?
Let me see. That it took me 9, 10 months, between 9 and 10 months, and then that's how long it took me.
Yeah.
10 months. It was 10 months. I remember now.
Yeah.
It took me 10 months to do that, and then I was just like, "Holy smoke!" and wow.
So when you are experimenting and when you're trying to find new ideas, what's your process? Like, what's your process before finding AI, and what's your process now?
My process before was okay. Let me go ahead and try this. I literally go through reels to get ideas from other people, and then I'll look and look, and then if it makes me laugh, I'll go, oh, that's funny. Let me try this, but let me try it in my niche, like the military side. Let me put a spin to it. So it's not exactly the same, but it's a spin to it, and that relates to my audience. And then I might change some stuff up and this and that, and I'll go, let me go ahead and try this, and then I'll see if it works. And if it works, I'll at the time you could repost a lot. You
Oh
can't really do
yeah,
that anymore,
yeah, yeah.
right? So I would take it and I would try. If that video didn't work this time, I would try it next month. If it didn't work next month, I would try it 2 more times the next month. And then
Oh, that is so smart. Yeah,
and there was videos that I had like a year ago, right? And I just sat on it because it didn't do anything, and I just I still had it. And
yeah.
so something would come up, and I go, oh, it just pops in my head. I'm like, let me go back. Wait, let me take this video. Let me edit it a little bit. And I'll post it, and then it would go viral. But 3 or 4 times before, it didn't go viral. And then I just like, okay, wait a minute. Let me just take this video. It just popped in my head. I can use this video and I can change it up a little bit, cut this out. Because I don't know what it is. I got a little bit more smarter or a little bit more keen on how
More
to do
experienced, you would say, right?
experience.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I started going like, okay, let me cut this down from 60 seconds, let me cut it down to 30 seconds, and let me change this up. Okay, let me add this caption because now this is funny. I think this caption is going to be funny, so I'll add that, and then I'll post it, and then a lot of times that video will go viral.
Yeah, I remember you
Yeah.
you uploaded a video when there's like a tangled meme where you were in a boat. Do you remember that you made a meme out of yourself? Like you cut yourself and put yourself into into a boat with
Yeah.
the moon in the sky and had a
Yeah.
caption in it, and it had like good views. And I was like, first I was like, why does this have a lot of views? And then I read the caption, and then I saw your niche, okay, in the military, and you had like a joke that only people in the military would get. I was like,
Yeah.
this
And
is
that's what it was. That's another thing because I didn't have the audience back then that I have now. So I could take that content
yeah,
and that didn't work before and make it work for this audience. And so, and that's what made that like that video go the video go viral and stuff. And just because I made it for, just took that old video that didn't work and made it for my audience that's here today, and it worked,
yeah,
and because I could relate it to it and stuff. I do that with a lot of different videos, but again, if you repost a video, it's gonna go against you. If it's the same video, you got to do some stuff to that
yeah,
video to make it not look like the videos in the past or
yeah.
the video that you
Just
posted
got
before.
trick the algorithm. You maybe sometimes make it longer, shorter, like change
Longer,
the
shorter.
audio, change the stuff. Yeah,
Or
I
for
know.
instance, I took a video yesterday. I posted it early in the morning,
Yeah.
and it was a longer video. It was about 1 minute long.
Okay.
And then I said, okay, let me go ahead and experiment. Let me take that video and make it 30 seconds long. So it cut a lot of stuff out and left a lot of the important stuff. You can use AI to actually do that for you also too.
Oh yeah, that's my next question. How
Yeah.
have you been using AI to actually help you with stuff?
So um some of those videos that I react to and stuff like that, what I try to do is there's a couple of ones where I said, okay, let me come up. I remember this happening to me in the military, or I've seen this, and I throw it in the AI, and the AI would create an original video
Okay. Like an
that's nowhere
idea.
out there. Yeah,
Oh,
from the
okay.
idea. And then I'll take that and cut it up and react to that.
That is innovative, right? Because I feel like a lot of people are either, so what they like, the most people what they're doing is they're just uploading AI videos, right? But what you
Yes.
did was you first came up with a story, made an AI video, and then put yourself into that AI video.
Right. I actually filmed me,
Yeah.
like again with the reactions and stuff.
Oh,
Like I thought of something that actually happened back in the past, and then
yeah.
oh do this, and then the AI video kind of got close to it or something similar to it,
Yeah.
and then like there's one where it shows this Marine, he's standing there in formation, and they tell you not to lock your knees because when you lock your knees, it cuts the circulation off, like in your legs, so
Okay.
you pass out because of lack of blood and oxygen going to your brain. It happens all the time, and
Really?
so yeah, it happens all the time. So a lot of times because you're standing there for long hours or a long time
Yeah.
in a formation doing a parade ceremony or something, and
Yeah.
then a lot of us on the side go like, oh, like, oh, well, there's one right there. He's getting ready to pass. Yo, here's hey, $5. He's gonna pass out, right? And so there's one of me showing me there with a coffee cup, and I'm like looking,
Yeah.
and it shows this Marine standing there. He goes like this, and he passes out, and I start laughing and everything.
Yeah.
So that's me. I actually filmed that of me, holding a coffee cup and then laughing.
Yeah.
But the AI piece is the Marine going back like this, and he's sweating, and then he passes out.
So
And
like,
I
so
just meant that together.
yeah. So yes, you aren't AI dependent. You just used it as a tool.
Yes, yes.
Co-
Now on the flip side, when it comes to like now, like vidIQ, I don't know if you're familiar with it.
Yeah. No. No.
They're really good. I love them. You could take your video, stick it in there, and say, how do I take this? What do I need to do to make this go viral?
Yeah.
It's not going to necessarily go viral.
Obviously. Yeah.
You just putting in the prompts in there, and
Yeah.
it'll take your video and it'll go like, okay, we're gonna put the necessary parts of your video in there, and it'll cut it up and piece it together and said, hey, we did this 30 seconds or 15 seconds or whatever the case is, and here's the most important part, and it might rearrange your it might
Clips.
take something and make it a hook that you said,
Oh.
and it'll make it a hook, and then give you the video, and then you just post it. Hey, can I get a caption that might work for this?
Yeah.
Here's a caption that may work for this, and here's some hashtags, and then you'll put that in there and you'll see if it works. Other thing when it came to AI, what I used to do on Facebook, because at the time, via the earlier vidIQ,
Yeah.
I used to take it and upload the video into YouTube. vidIQ would take a look at it and recommend captions for it. Then I would take that video, upload it to Facebook, and take that caption and put it in there, and that used to work. Because the main part where the AI comes in, for me is behind the camera on coming up with different ideas.
Yeah.
Like we could talk right now, and I'm like, hey, how do I do this? Would this work? What do you think about this? I call it my social media manager.
Oh, yeah.
And that's pretty much what I use it for now. What times do you think I should analyze my content, and what time do you think I should post? Because I know a lot of platforms have up there, this is the time you should post, because this is when your audience is more active. It doesn't work for me that way. It's never worked for me that way.
Exactly.
It doesn't. And even when I go by those, it's like the worst times, and everything like that. So I'll talk to the AI assistant, my social media manager, and talk to it, and then say like, okay, when should I post? What do you think about this? Oh, this is the reason why you should post, and this is the reason why this happens. This is the reason why Facebook or YouTube or TikTok or whatever does this with the algorithm. This is what the algorithm is looking for. You should do more of this if this is working, and stuff like that. Like, can you post your analytics here? And I'll take the analytics, post it there, and it'll tell me like, oh, okay. And it is a lot of times, especially ChatGPT.
Yeah.
It tries to satisfy you, like, oh,
Yeah.
and so I have it to where it's going to tell me the truth, and it'll tell me bluntly like, no, this is this is the reason why, but this is what you should be doing, and this try to do this. Don't post as much as, don't saturate the platform. And one day do this, and it'll tell me, I know it looks like you should be posting more, like, but posting less actually helps, because because the platforms don't want to see everything all saturated and everything. What it wants to see is something that will actually what's the word for it, that's real, that's unique,
that clicks with the audience.
Work into it, and then that's what they want to put that's what the platforms want to put like ads on and run it, and then there's only but so much reach a day for a platform.
That is
so true. You don't want to overdo it. Just post 1 or 2 or 3 videos a day, and then the rest of the content, maybe post some text, maybe throw some pictures in there, because it won't go against the videos. When it comes to that, I know a lot when it comes to, especially the Facebook side, when it comes to
exactly. And I feel like
I do a lot of research.
I feel like you can harness ChatGPT for like as a social media manager, but somebody who's just starting on Facebook or YouTube cannot.
You cannot.
Because it will blatantly lie to you.
Yes.
Right? Now you have 6 years of experience on Facebook. You know what works. You know what doesn't work. So okay, this idea that this chatbot gave me, would it work or not? Is it lying? Like, for example, let's say it tells you to repost something. Now you know that you cannot repost within a few days if the video did well, because then the algorithm detects it. Oh, it's doing the same thing, and you can get demonetized. But But this information that you know from experience is not out there on the internet. So it doesn't have it. And it's designed to give you an answer either way. So
Yes.
because
And you have to teach it.
so like my point of like telling this story was that the way AI works for you won't work for everybody. There's
Doesn't.
no alternative of actually getting your hands dirty in content creation. You have to upload 100 garbage videos to understand what works.
Yes. That is so true.
Right?
I
Like,
agree 100%.
you must have uploaded so many gaming videos, and then like, and when you moved on to your React stuff, like the ones that didn't do right, but every video is like, okay, so this doesn't work, so this doesn't work. Now you have a checklist of 100 things that don't work. Now you're almost at the end of your checklist. Now the things that are left are definitely supposed to work.
Right. And you have to keep experimenting, because again, for all the platforms, the algorithm changes.
Exactly.
Facebook changes the algorithm every year or
Few
every
months.
6 months. And literally, so your old the stuff that you were just doing is not being pushed anymore, because now you got to change it up or
Exactly.
make it longer, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's shit.
I
So you
mean-
have to experiment.
Like if you started today as a content creator,
Right.
and what platform would you start on?
Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one. So what I would do is I would just say, like, what is it that I like doing? And then I would research, okay, what niches out there is doing really good. That's what I would do first. What niches out there are doing really good?
So
Let
step
me
one
see.
is what interests you, what do you find fun, and second is like what's the Venn diagram that intersects with fun and the niche that's working, right?
Right. You know, and let me reverse that.
Yeah.
Let me look at the niches first, right? And then take what I like. And if I see, like, if there, any of those niches are the ones that I like the top ones.
When you say that you look at niche and you'll research niche, what's your process of finding a niche? Like how do you identify, oh, it's working?
Right. Okay. So, like, this is now. Before, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
So what I would do is just look at the niches, the top niches, and then I see, like, if I go through it and say, oh, I like that. I know a lot about that. Got experience in it. I'm gonna try to do this. And then what I would do is go in there, look at that niche, and then what I would do is look at other content creators that are in that niche,
Okay.
and then see what they're doing, watch it, look at their, their content and stuff like that. And to be honest, I would, in the beginning, I would do what they're doing. I would do what they're doing, because whatever they're doing, and
It's
if
working.
It's working for them,
It could work for you. Yeah.
it could work for you. And then once it starts working for you, then I would start doing a lot of research, experimenting, and switch it up to where it's just unique to you. That's what I would do. But I got told that by Stone Mountain.
Yeah.
Don't think about it.
Just
Don't
do
think
it.
about it. Just do it. Get out there, because and just post.
Yeah.
Get out there, just post and everything. Don't think about what to do, how to do it, this and this and that. You see other content creators, what they're doing, look at them. You don't do exactly what they're doing, but do what they're doing.
That is such an underrated advice that I want to emphasize. So I'm like interrupting you. Sorry for everybody.
No, do your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that I think we need to put more focus on this one line, that you're not posting enough. And I think I have said that to you before as well.
Yep.
If you break down what experimenting is actually posting content. How?
Yeah.
Like people tell me I experimented and it didn't work, and I'll see 7 videos on their Instagram profiles. It's like, what are these 7 experiments? Like anybody who is a successful content creator, they uploaded at least 10-15 videos for one topic to realize, oh, that doesn't work. When you said that researching a niche, so you're saying that you watching Instagram like you used to, but this time you're watching from a mindset what's working for everybody.
What's working?
So you're watching different types of content. You're like, oh, I like this type of content. Let me see what other content creators. Let's say you are in a cooking niche. So once you get a cooking video that you liked and you saw a lot of views, then you will go and look at other cooking content creators and see, okay, what recipes are doing good views for them. Let me experiment with that. Let me make my version of that, right?
Yes. And also too, if things pop up in your head, write it down, or
Notes, yeah.
Pitch some notes. Like I go to my cell phone and I write notes in there.
Oh, Samsung has a notes app as well.
Apple. So I go to notes. We have like 3 things of notes, and then I'll go to notes. I put notes in there, or I go to ChatGPT and I'll write it down, or I'll tell if I'm with other people, like my kids, I'll go like, hey, I tell my daughter all the time, hey, text me real quick, this and that, and she'll text me. So I can.
That is why you have kids.
Yes. They're good for texting, and they're like, and later on I'll look at them like, oh, let me go ahead and do this skit. Let me do this. And another thing too, like, you know how you look at other content, and then you try to go like put your little spin on it or whatever.
Yeah.
I've done it too, where I'll do something and I'm the first one, far as I know, to do it.
Oh.
And then later on I'll see other people doing it. That's happened too. And I'm like, wait a minute, I did that.
How does it make you feel? How is it, like that's one of the questions I want to ask everyone. That how does it feel when people copy you, imitate you, follow your trend? How does that feel?
I love it.
You love it?
I love it. I take it and I love it because I know I like it. Or I see it's like somebody react to a video of mine.
Yeah.
Seen that on YouTube, because YouTube tells you if somebody else is using your
content. Yeah, it gives you a percentage. Yeah.
I go like, I look at it, and if it's all right, I'll go like, all right, because it's getting my face out there.
Yeah.
Now, if it's disrespectful or whatever, then I'm like, no. Or it's just like
blatant re-upload. Yeah,
you didn't do anything to it. You didn't do anything, and then I might, But if they kind of did something to like or whatever, or reacting to it or whatever, I'm like, yeah, it's getting my face out there.
What's your next step? What, like, you started a new channel and within a few weeks you're now getting 3,000, 4,000 views. What would you do?
I would continue doing something similar.
So double down on it.
Yeah, double down on it, because that's what the people watching content likes, and stuff like that. And then too, like, just do something really quick. You don't have to spend a lot of time on stuff. I've spent a lot of time on things where it didn't work out, and I wanted it to work. In my mind, I knew this was going to be it, and then all of a sudden, it's just like, there's nothing. And then, for instance, there was one time I dropped my daughter off to school.
Yeah.
And the night before, what I did is I dropped a text post on Facebook.
Yeah.
Right. And it had a lot of comments, a lot of engagement, and then the algorithm pushed it, and it had a lot of views. That was the night before, and in notes I put it down. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and try this. And I went to sleep. I woke up the next morning, took my son to school, took my daughter to school, came home, got out of the car. I said, oh, let me make a video of that text post. So I did it. And I just did it. I just said it.
Yeah.
It was, the post itself was 15 seconds. And it went viral. It went viral that day, right? And that video, I want to look at it real quick. If I could pull it real quick without stopping. That video right here, 15 million views. 15 million views, right? And I was like, holy crap. And that was my first one where I did talking into the camera.
Oh, okay. I think I remember that.
Very first one.
It was you asking the other people.
That one right there.
Yeah, I remember this one. Yeah. So it's basically you asking a question.
Yeah, that's all it was. Asked the question. I said, I brought up like, what sentence only military people will understand? And civilians, if you're not in military, you could like you might know somebody that or whatever, watch the military
Yeah,
movies,
yeah,
you could chime in on it too.
yeah.
But everybody started dropping comments in there and stuff like that. And it just took off, right?
Yeah,
And it
I remember one of the funny comments on that one. So somebody was like, when people say it's military grade,
yeah.
so so people in the military know it barely works, but for
Yep.
civilian, it's like the best quality there is.
Best thing, yep. Best thing there is. But we in the military know it's going to break down as soon as it goes 3 miles,
Yeah,
3 miles away, and
yeah,
everything is going to break down. And I've seen that. We're like, are you serious? Before you even get off the base, I was leading a convoy to go load some gear up years ago,
yeah.
right? I was just a young Marine, and they picked me. I was a new sergeant, and they said, "Hey, you," and I went, "Oh man." And they said, "Come here, you're gonna be in charge of the convoy."
Yeah.
And soon before we got off the base, I had 3 vehicles that broke down already. And I'm like, we didn't even get off the base yet. We gotta go 28 miles away from here.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that that's stuff like that. But it took off. And then I started looking at like how much does this video, me talking into the camera, actually is going to pay. And then you look per 1,000 views,
Yeah.
and it was higher than any of my
Oh,
other videos.
then the meme stuff.
Than any of that stuff, yeah. It was way higher.
Oh,
And then any of the reels, it was higher than the other reels. So I started that's when I started experimenting
yeah.
more. And I started doing more of those videos.
So, what since like Facebook has been your main for the past 6 7 years since you became a content creator, right? So, would you say like if you were starting out as a content creator today, you would pick Facebook to start out with because you're comfortable with it?
So wow. I would start off with Facebook first because you could build a community a lot quicker than you can on any other platforms from my experience. The way I explain it again, Facebook would be the place I would go because you're building a community. And those same people come back. And then you remember those names like there's a lot of names I remember from 4 years ago. They've been following me forever, but they constantly comment and stuff like that, especially when I was doing the lives and stuff. So I see them, hey, how's everything? Hope all is well, man. When I see the names, I'll give them a little bit more attention, and so the community is more tighter.
I think when you say community is more tighter, it's that people have their real names
Yes,
on
yeah,
Facebook, right? And it
yep,
makes a deeper connection because that is actually the person. Because
yeah.
on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or whatever it is, like it's a persona, right?
Or and then you could use it to like, oh, you guys just want to say some some really mean stuff.
Here's your profile for
Put it
everybody to
in your
see.
profile, see which who your friends are and stuff, and send me
Let
these
me screen
comments.
share that.
Or if they make a comment, you're a public page, all their friends and everybody can see that. Those
Yeah,
comments, so this is who
I've
you
done
really
that.
are. Yes, that's who that person really is. So versus like YouTube, you can't do that.
Yeah,
But yeah, you can do that. Or I just take that comment and use it as content.
yeah.
We go ahead and take a copy, a screenshot of the post, and then put it in my page as it's however you do it.
Yeah.
Like, wow, this guy's mean. And then everybody will start chiming in on it. And like platforms, a lot of platforms love chaos.
Oh,
So
100%. Yeah. Just search the word controversy on YouTube. Oh my god, there's like so much garbage would show up because like there are like two random people fighting and then there's like 1,000 people just reacting to it. And I'm not saying like the Logan Paul fight, like actual boxing. They're like two people who had a verbal spat, like two people that were friends and now they're making a YouTube video. Hey, I don't like Marine anymore.
yeah.
Right? And then he has a Samsung phone. Can you imagine? And then there'll be like 1,000 people. How can he say Samsung? Samsung is the best. And then there'll be like another 1,000 is like, he's right. He's right. iPhone is better. And then
Hey, I can use this Samsung and I don't even need like a microphone.
see, so now that's the start of our feud.
That's a feud right there.
Yeah, that's a feud.
Or I did that before. Like I posted a small video of just a meme of two people laughing
Yeah.
at something about Apple phone or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. Yeah.
And that went like a few million views.
Oh, yeah.
It's very little, and it was 10 seconds. So 9 seconds long at the
So,
time.
do you think anything we're not covered about Facebook?
So yeah, talking to it's so funny.
Yeah.
Because when I had a one-on-one with Facebook, like literally in person.
Yeah.
And it was right before the whole AI change. I said, if you talk to the camera, I noticed if you talk to the camera, it's more face to face. It has your face, it has your voice. Because that whatever your 10, like 30, 40, 50, $1 or whatever, hopefully you get to $1 per 1,000 views goes up. That percentage goes up more if you have a face, a voice, you got a voice. Because if you like, I was doing like my reactions, it's a lot less. Because you add a voice in there, and it also tells you.
So you're getting higher CPM with you talking to the camera versus
Yeah.
you actually finding videos, editing, making an entire thing.
Yes. And I explained that to them, like having your face and your voice and stuff like that, the CPM goes up or RPM goes up, whichever one you use.
Yeah.
Whichever
Whichever
it goes
PM.
up.
Yeah.
It goes up. And I was like, oh, okay, let me just that's when I started doing more of the face stuff. And then I would take the other stuff and I would trinkle it in there. Because like the 15-second reaction or whatever, because people like that too, and that'll get you your followers and it'll go up.
Yeah, that will get you into the algorithm, and then once you are getting recommended, then you.
And here's another thing I noticed too, since I started doing the face-to-face stuff, and on Instagram, Facebook, I started getting companies that want to work with me. This falls into our the way we do things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just got a text message from these other, so there's some people I'm working with now.
Yeah.
That is my first brand, kind of a brand deal. And I'm like, and I've done a little stuff before, like with stuff, but it wasn't really it was something, but it wasn't. And so this one, I was like, whoa, are you serious? Like, these people are working with me and they want to negotiate your brand deal contract. And I've been in like classes like that with Google.
Yeah.
On the side with something else.
Your first time being
right. And they told you how to negotiate contracts and stuff. And I was like, and I was trying to remember. But you know what I use? I talked to ChatGPT.
Yeah.
This is my social media manager.
Yeah.
This is what I need. This and this is what they're looking for. How do I and told me prices that I should be charging for my audience on each platform, how to do this and that. And because I started talking into the camera and doing that type of content and with my voice and stuff, people started hitting me up more and stuff like that. And that same stuff is took off on TikTok and also YouTube.
Oh, before, what was like, you were creating skits, you were creating memes, right? And so your brand didn't have a face, brand didn't have a logo, right?
Yes.
Like, like has Coca-Cola has like a logo and Apple has a logo that everybody recognizes. But when you started talking to the camera, your face became your brand.
The face became the brand. And to be honest, I could put like what I need to say, put it in the teleprompter. I could do it. Take that, come up with an idea. Now I could do this. Take that, come up with an idea or whatever, or come up with some ideas because I talked to my social media manager, right? And say, oh, okay, give me a script. Oh, and then make it my script, make it me.
Yeah.
Copy paste into edits because they have a teleprompter.
Yeah.
Throw it in here, and then I go like grab my camera, my stand, and go film it. Come back, edit it real quick in edits, or I use CapCut a lot too.
Okay.
CapCut and Edits. Those are the two programs I use.
Yeah.
And throw it in there, cut it, and post it. I could do that within 15 minutes or less.
Nice.
And next thing you know, I'm like, okay, let me go back and look. Let me go in there, reply to comments and stuff and everything for the engagement. And then it either is going to take off and go viral, or it's not, but it's going to create some engagement.
And it doesn't matter, right? Like, let's say didn't go viral. Let's say like you average 100,000 views and this one got 5,000 views. It doesn't matter because
Doesn't matter.
because 6 hours later, 4 hours later, a day later, you have another content going.
Yeah,
You
but
put it
then-
out in the universe, it didn't hit, no matter. So
and then check this out. A lot of times the platforms will go back, especially Facebook is good for this. They go back and grab it
yeah,
and then push it and start and it'll get pushed. And then you're like, wow, where did
Yeah.
this come from?
I mean,
Or this reach? And you look
YouTube
back,
does that a lot for us. So
Yeah.
like, so for our gaming channel, that was we just did walkthroughs and stuff. So like, I found an Easter egg of like Spider-Man and Venom and stuff, right?
Oh
so,
yeah, I've seen that.
So 3 years later, 4 years later, when the next Spider-Man game came out, so the Easter egg I found had 1,800 views. And that suddenly is like, I'm like, open my analytics and the new, like the last top 10 videos have no spikes, right? But my 48-hour views has a spike in it. It's like, what's going on? And then I click on it and the video I did, the finding an Easter egg, which is like 60, 70 seconds long, now has 200,000 views. And it's like 3 years, 4 years later. And YouTube does that a lot. And you just like, I think like the crux of the conversation we've been having for almost 2 hours is just post more. Like how
Posts.
Yeah. And another thing that I want to ask you is that how did you get over the hurdle of having that like overthinking? I don't know if shame's the word, like feeling ashamed, feeling shy, feeling nervous in front of the camera, to becoming comfortable. Like, how did you get over that hump? Like, what should we do to get over that?
Okay. It's called the fear of the unknown.
Yes.
Right. And just keep doing it. You just got to do it. That's the only way to get over it. Because I hated hearing my voice.
Yeah.
I hated it. In the beginning, I hate like when I turned on the camera. It was just like I remember sitting there. I had a laptop and I took everything in our dining room, and I told my wife, I said, "Hey, I'm gonna go live." And she said, "You gonna go live?" I said, "Yes, I'm gonna go live." And I went live, and I turned it off real quick because I hated seeing my face. I just wanted to play the game without my face.
Yeah.
But what forced me is because I wanted to do it, I had to keep doing it. And then the more you do something, the more you get used to it. So the more I started hearing my voice, I didn't mind my voice. The more I started seeing my face, I didn't mind my face. And that's with everything. The more you do something of something, you get used to it. And your brain get used to it. And then it just goes from there. Talking. Like I talk a lot now. Before I am a natural introvert.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, thing. But every once in a while, I'll go back and I want to go in my little space here by myself. I don't even want to talk to anybody else.
Yeah.
Here.
In my shell, become a ninja turtle. Yeah.
Play some video games by myself. Put my headphones on, zone out.
Yeah.
And
And that's
everything.
okay to do, right? Like
okay to
you
do.
don't
You need
have to be
that.
the extrovert all the time. You
No.
are allowed to like recharge your batteries. Yeah.
You need that, and
Yeah.
that's how you keep your mental, and everything. But yes, you have to keep doing it. That's the only way. You have to do it.
So breaking it down, so it's basically it's like a cold shower or it's like a cold pool. The
Yeah.
only way the water feels normal is when you go inside the cold pool and you're like inside it now. Now it feels
Yes.
normal.
Yeah, just dive in, and then next thing you know, the water's warm, and
Yeah.
you're used to the water. Great analogy.
My brother's not gonna watch this. He doesn't watch podcasts, so I can like, so I can say all the good things about him. Like that's the one rule of being a big brother is you do not compliment your brother to his face.
Yeah.
You only make fun of him to his face. But
Are you the
behind,
oldest?
yes. So you only make fun of. You have to bully your brother. That's how he becomes like. That's how he becomes better than you, because you bully him into becoming better than you.
That's good.
So
That's fun.
yeah. So the one of the lines he said is, and that like sticks to me. And he said it like almost 8 or 9 years ago. He said, "It's only cringe till it works."
Yep.
Right? Like it's cringe when you have 100 views. It's it's genius when you have 1 million views.
Yes.
The same thing.
Yes.
What gear do you use? What gear did you start with? And what gear would you recommend somebody who wants to do something similar to you to get?
So when I started out, I had a little gaming. It wasn't even a gaming laptop. It was just a laptop and my Xbox.
Yeah.
And so I found I had a capture card. That's why I learned, a capture card, what's that? And then I got told,
Yeah.
use that, plug it in, and then that's how I started streaming. And then I had like this right over here in my room, I have a built-in wall shelf. That was my desk. I had it like sitting there, like my laptop, my
Not
Xbox,
even a table.
not even a table and a chair. I saved some of the old video of that, and you see me, I'm sitting in like a chair, or just a regular chair, and you don't see that right there, but I'm sitting in that, and I just got the wall shelf, and I'm like, and I have it like my little screen TV up in there.
Yeah.
That's what I started streaming on. Then I went along and I got, started getting more expensive equipment, to go XLR and everything, and the mic and everything, and then the screens. And one time I had 4 screens here. I got only 3 now. 4 screens. I had a lot, invested in the lights and stuff, streaming equipment.
Yeah.
And then the computer. And then I had like 2 computers. I had a streaming computer and a
gaming computer.
And a gaming computer. And then eventually the streaming computer went down twice. And now I'm just got 1 computer, because maintenance is
Oh
my gosh.
God.
It's expensive and it's a lot.
Especially nowadays.
Capture cards, your graphics card, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of funny, and that's because I was on contract and everything with Facebook.
Yeah.
Everything. Now, only thing I use, to be honest,
is your phone.
It's my phone.
And you don't even use a mic, right?
I have a really good mic I put on my shirt and everything, but I found the quality, because nothing with Apple or Samsung, but Samsung has the Samsung 25 and more, and has where you could use your long as it's called directional or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
It captures your voice as if it's a mic.
Oh, okay.
And then you go into it and you could adjust it, take out the background noises, and then increase your stuff. That's just in the phone. And then if you go to like edits or CapCut, they have it where you could also do the same thing, and you could enhance your voice and everything. And then you just find that right settings and stuff like that, and then you don't even need a mic. Now, if you're filming from afar, everything, then you get your little mics, and the mics don't even cost that much anymore. Like I got the Holly something.
Hollyland,
mics.
yeah.
Those are good. I love.
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh, they're good. Yeah.
Yeah, and I see little magnet and sticking on my shirt and everything, and they work really good. But it's got to the point where, and the camera quality, the cameras are on some of the Samsung phones, and the Samsung, Google is all right, but mainly Samsung and iPhone, they have good cameras. They have really quality cameras.
I know about iPhones, but I don't.
DJI. I have the gimbal.
Oh,
DJI 7.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. And then they have it where you go into their program, and it has all the different settings and for cinema and all sorts of stuff.
Have you tried the one where you can like put it on a tripod and then it tracks you? It like
that's what I have. Where is it? I thought I had it here. It's in the living room. But yeah, that's the DJI. You do it and it tracks you. tracks your face. You could do like change it and it'll go from vertical to what you call it. It'll
Landscape.
turn landscape, and you can film it and just like zoom it out however you want, like do different angles, and it'll teach you how to. It'll show you little things in there in DJI.
Yeah.
It tells you how to do it and shows you how to do it. And then it tracks you and everything. You just like that, and it'll.
And you don't like for your use case, you don't
Love it.
need like a gimbal a lot, right? Like because
You don't even need that. You just use a selfie stick.
yeah.
Or I got this one from I got one from TikTok. I love that thing. Like it's got the little magnet on the back.
Oh,
So stick it up there, and
Yeah.
if you're on a hill or something, and you just wanted to still like be straight,
yeah.
right there you just move it, turn
Yeah.
it, and then
Oh, so you bought a case that looks like an iPhone for you because your selfie sticks is magnetic.
no.
Like this.
No, all of them have it.
No. So
Yeah. So iPhone has it like.
So iPhone has it inbuilt, so you can like. The magnets in the iPhone, so you can like stick it anywhere without the case. But
so this has the case, yeah. Let me get off here. I just had it. This is just a case.
Yeah.
Right
So
there.
so the magnets, your magnet is not in the phone.
It's not in the phone itself.
Yeah. So Samsung is one of the few that's left. Like I think Google's added the magnet. A lot of Android phones have added the magnet. So they all work with the same magnetic wireless charger as well.
Yep. Yeah.
And it sticks to the
Yeah, just stick it. And then
finally found something you guys don't have.
What? We always had this wireless charging. We had that already. Like I have my wireless charger, like that back-to-back phone. I could take the other Samsung and stick it to another Samsung and charge it. You need
the butt stuff.
I got you here. You know,
hey, you get 1% after 5 minutes.
Charger? Where do you guys get that from?
From Europe. We got it from Europe.
Where do you get your cameras stuff from?
It used to be Sony, but I think now it's Samsung.
But no. You know what it is? It comes down to preference, though. Whatever you got for you and stuff. So
yeah,
that's
my wife really wants to buy the fold phone.
Oh, the folder, folding. Yeah, my daughter has that. You know what? We got it for her because it's going to be easy to fold it and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not.
She never folds it. I'm like,
so she should. You become the Khaby.
CapCut. I use CapCut a lot. Still, I know they lost some people, but I still use them, and they're good. And the basic price is free.
Yeah,
I do the subscription because I like a lot of their stuff.
Nice.
But and then edits now.
It's getting better. Yeah,
it's better.
Okay, so I want to ask you one last question that I want this podcast. So the channel's called Creator Manifest, right? So manifest means different things. Manifest means things you want to happen in your life, right? Manifest means a list, like a plain manifest. It's a list of things you have in your life that you are. So I want to know like 3 things. One of them, like there could be all things you are grateful for. There could be all things you want to happen in your life, or it could be a mix of things.
So let me I was going to mention that earlier.
Yeah.
You talked to me about manifestation before. It's kind of funny because I kept saying to myself, amongst other things, personal, like with family and stuff like that, I was saying like every night before I went to bed and when I woke up, I was writing in a book.
Oh.
And I would write it down. And I remember you saying it to me, like manifest it. I might still have the text message here on Instagram. Manifest it.
Yeah.
And so I started doing that. And I started going up, and that's when I hit 1 million followers. And I was talking about my content. Oh, I want to make this amount this month because I need to.
Yeah.
Right? And I remember when I did it, it was like I need to make it. I made $6,000 that month.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, whoa. There was one month I made right under $10,000. right? And I was like,
Yeah.
wow. And then I started doing it some more. I want my content to take off. I want millions of views, and that stuff started happening, right? And I would tell my wife, I said, "This is wild. Tech Goggles told me this, you know, and everything, and it is working." And so I started doing that, and then I started telling myself like, okay, anything negative, I need to be positive about it.
Yeah.
And I started trying to be positive about it. Like I was like that. My wife was getting sick and tired of me. Like, why are you so positive? I said, well, it happened. You just gotta be positive. And things were just turning out great because the positive energy around, like a lot of times what I would do, if it was negative, I would
Yeah.
think of negative stuff. Oh, why is this
Yeah.
happening? What else could happen to me? And it seemed like the negativity was just being drawn to me. And I'm telling you, it felt that way. And I was like, what the heck? And I started being more positive about things and like trying to manifest stuff. And it would do it that way. I had like decent year last year, and a year
Yeah.
before that, was it last year? Yeah, last year was,
Yeah.
and everything started taking off, and it got to the point I started telling my daughter, because she was kind of getting there too, that she was like, she started writing stuff down and stuff like that. But to me, it worked. It got to the point, and I was like, oh my gosh, it worked. Hun, I'll tell my wife, hun, look, this is working. And I swear it was because you was telling me about manifestation, like manifest it, and keep thinking of it and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So there's a lot of stuff I'm manifesting right now.
Oh, awesome.
If it
Tell me
doesn't
three
work,
things.
I'm coming for you. Nah, but I'm manifesting it. But I'm telling you, it works.
Love this. I love this. Let's do an experiment.
Yes.
Let's each say out a thing
Yes.
that feels kind of out of reach, right?
Yeah.
But we want to manifest it. Like, it's one of the things that we want to get to. Like, my brother being a 18-year-old saying that his first car is going to be a Mercedes,
Man.
right? It feels impossible. Like, we weren't that family that they made that much. Like, the max we could afford was an hatchback, like not even an SUV, right? So I want to start an experiment through this podcast where we say things that we want to happen in our life.
Yes.
So, like,
Okay.
what's that one thing you would say that you want to manifest?
I want my own house, like my own. I own it. Nobody else owns it, for my family, and it's just us. We can go in there and paint whatever the heck we want. It's comfortable. It's if we have more family, they could come over and stay with us. It's just a warm place, so we could just be happy, a happy place, and where we just love being home amongst each others. That's what I want.
That I love that. Like, I have a similar one as well, and I said this in this the one that I recorded before this in the another episode as well. Like, the one thing I want to manifest is a big house, or maybe two houses, or maybe three, but they're all together. And like in the middle one I live, and then the ones for my parents that they live in, and then ones for my brother and his family, and
Nice.
then the ones for my wife's family.
Yeah.
And like, that's one of the things that I want to manifest, that we make so much money that we now live together in any place of the world we want.
Nice. Yes.
Right? Like, I want to get to a point financially where, like, that becomes like an easy thing to think about.
Easy. Yeah, right. Easy thing to do.
And the
Right.
second thing I want to manifest is, like, I want to make my own VR game. Like a first person shooter VR game that like feels real.
For like my three kids, because they're two of them are older, and the last one is in high school, just to be successful, and whatever
You have
they
to be
do.
specific when you manifest. The universe doesn't understand the word successful.
My sister told me the same thing.
Yeah.
She said, "No, you need to," because I told her one time. I said, I want to, have $1 million or more or whatever like that. She said, "No, you have to be Pacific."
Yeah, exactly. You gotta tell So what does success mean?
So success means like, what I mean by success is like if for whatever they want to do in life, job wise, that they're happy that what they're doing, when it comes to being financially stable and also liking what they're doing. Because you could do something that you could be financially stable and not like what you're doing.
Oh, 100%. I know that.
Or yeah, or the opposite way, like be happy and just not financially stable, and you like, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
if you can find that they're medium, I hope they could find that medium and do, and stuff like that. So
That's awesome.
that's what I hope, amongst I got a whole list of stuff,
I know.
personal.
I
And
love that about you.
all.
That. What's the one thing you would say like is in your manifest that you're grateful for? That's the one thing that's in your life that you are most grateful for. You would say.
When it comes to the stuff I actually see manifest, that the content that my content is actually doing all right and people are actually liking it. Because again, I like working from home. I spend a lot of time with my wife, although she said we don't, but we do. We do.
It's the same thing.
Anyway, but we do. And everything like that. But
I love that.
I haven't had a boss in 5 years.
Oh, that's
Actual boss. Oh,
good.
what year is this? This is
2026.
26. Since 2021. Wow. Yeah, since
5
2021.
years.
I haven't had an actual boss, other than my wife.
Obviously. I was gonna add that if you didn't.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been my own self. I mean, I had, it's a roller coaster with everything. You have your roller coasters and stuff like that, ups and downs. But yeah, I don't know if I could go.
I mean, like, what do I even write in my CV, right?
Right.
I make funny videos online. What?
I play video games. Oh man,
that's not a skill. Are you good at it? No. Oh,
yeah.